A little more, a little more, a little more. That's good. What is up, Singapore? Thank you for the warm intro. All right, a lot of things I want to cover today. Feel free to sit down unless you want to stand, you do you. I flew from Malaysia this morning and I was thinking about what I wanted to speak about with this incredible crowd, and there was a lot of different things running through my mind. But I broke them down into a couple places. I think one of the things that I'm very fearful of is hypocrisy. I think it really sucks when people talk out of both sides of their mouth, and I think one of the things that when I was growing up in the business world that became apparent to me is, why do people take advice from individuals who've never done something, right? I've spent a lot of time thinking about that. Now, it's a very interesting thing in my mind because I used to be very 100% about this, which is don't listen to anybody who's never done something. But then I realized that some of the best coaches in sports history never played the game, but understood how to give advice. So that kind of took a step back. But the thing that I realized was the reason that my initial reaction was don't listen to anybody who's never done it was that for me, when I communicate, I'm incapable of being the kind of coach for a football team if I never played it. I would never be good at that. Had I played baseball or football or highlight or whatever it may be, I would have then been able to give advice. But if not, I couldn't watch film or study the game and give advice. Going through this self-awareness over the last 20 years has allowed me to think about why over the last 2 or 3 years my content continues to resonate even more than ever. It's because I'm getting even more narrow in what I talk about. One of my favorite comments on my YouTube channel or my podcast or my Instagram or LinkedIn is when somebody says, Gary V, you're getting boring, you say the same shit. I go, that's the point. If you really understand the process, I think there's way too many people talking about stuff they don't understand or because they think it will do well for them. I only want to talk about the stuff that I understand because it's the only way I can bring any value. And I'm fine if somebody feels like they got it. I think, how many people here have watched my vlog? Raise your hand. Thank you. So I think you guys know on the vlog, every 20, 30 episodes, 50 episodes, I get weird and look at the camera and say, what the fuck are you still watching this for? And I think, when I think of myself in the personalities that speak or write books or put content, I feel like I'm the reverse. I want people to hear me and then for free and then go on and do their thing and win, instead of keeping people in my funnel and monetize them through courses or masterminds or other things. I think that's important, and I'll tell you why. I think that it's super important to watch who you take advice from. I always am fascinated when people are like, Gary, I've been watching your business videos, like a friend, forget about, like somebody I've known for 25 years, like, Gary, I've been watching your stuff lately, but my uncle tells me I should do this. And the first question I always ask is, and the person's asking a business question, and I ask them, well, tell me about your uncle. And they're like, well, he's a gym teacher at our high school. I'm like, well, if you want to be a gym teacher, your uncle is a tremendous person to listen to. But if you want to build a business, I think I'm better at building businesses than your uncle. And so